To live out the promise means to be free from captivity, to shake those shackles loose and to say, no more chains on me. Jesus paid a price. I'm not going to be content to be captive by my fears, my insecurities, my track record, my generational sins. I'm shaking them free. This is a new day and a new generation for me. To live out the promises to be free from condemnation. We talked about that last night. I'm telling you, we have to be tenacious about refusing condemnation. But when we know our rights as citizens of the Most High God, the enemy is camping on the assumption you won't know you're right. Because as soon as you do, and you say, you don't get to talk to me that way, he has to bow. He has to stand back. Because we have rights, blood-bought rights, to walk in no condemnation. Isn't that great news? My heel just broke off. Anyway. To live out the promise is to be strong in purpose. If you don't have a sense of the call of God in your life, this is one of my greatest prayers this weekend, that something would quicken in you this weekend and you would start. It would like a seed planted, would poke up through the ground and you'd have a sense of it. To be strong in conviction, that you care so much about the world around you. You take personal responsibility for what's going on in your nation, in your community, in your church, in your kids' school, because you're an influencer. You're a kingdom woman. You've got all the promises written over your life. And so that you would be someone who cares about more than the latest fashion or who's wearing. You've got a bigger life to live in that. And that you'd be strong in the Lord. No matter how you look at it, Jesus has called and appointed each of us to live a life that not only exceeds our inabilities, but even exceeds our abilities, where it's so big that if you were to possess it by faith, and I pray that you do, people who knew you when will look at you and tilt their head and go, well, there has to be a God, because no way did she do that on her own. I have a question for you. Do you have a dream that's bigger than your life? Mark Batterson wrote this. He said, if you've never had a dream that scared you half to death, then you haven't really come to life.